Hey everybody, welcome to Frugal Facts. Today we're going to go over the top 10 amazing ways minimalism helps you save money. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most amazing saving tips I've ever seen. Minimalism is a lifestyle art that enables you to live the life that you've always lived, except in a leaner fashion that enables you to flow effortlessly through life. Many people often confuse the concept of minimalism with frugality, but at the core, minimalism is more about being intentional with your life, being intentional about what you consume, being intentional about what you do with your time now that you are more aware of it. With minimalism, you can find meaning in what you own and find joy in everyday living experiences. Minimalism as a focus is an art that enables you to live mindfully and create a vision and values that you feel confident in embodying. With carefully thought out plans, your spending will also be factored into this level of existence. We all love the feeling of having money in the bank, and minimalism is a practical way to enable you to fulfill your mind, body, and spirit, and also your financial well-being. Let's take a look at the top 10 amazing ways minimalism helps save you money. Number 10. More mindful spending. As a critical byproduct of minimal living, you will become more intentional in how you spend your money. According to the law of utility, the more money that you possess, the less you think about what you will spend it on. More often than not, you'll walk into a store, and if impulse tells you that you like the green dress that's on the display, you'll buy it. These actions will often lead to an accumulation of items and clutter in your home. On the flip side, if there's a reduction in your cash flow, you will more carefully and intentionally plan exactly how you plan to save, invest, pay your expenses, and buy essentials like food. Minimalism will encourage you to put more thought into your expenditures, regardless of your income level. As an exercise to yourself, you can take the time to actually start walking around with a notebook and taking account of all the things that you are currently spending your money on. Once you have the list, you can then ask yourself the questions. Did I really want this? Or was this just an impulse purchase? Do I already have something like this? Can I afford this, or did I sacrifice something like an investment in order to accomplish this goal? As you honestly allow yourself to answer these questions, you will be able to find the answers within yourself that will enable you to become more responsible with your spending. With your minimalist mindset, you will definitely approach spending and living habits more carefully. You can also learn to look at what you own from a different perspective once you're more aware of how you're spending your money. You may have excess clothing, shoes, makeup, or tools that could have been representative of money that you can utilize to do things like invest with. According to Pareto's principle, 20% of all that we own are items that we utilize 80% of the time. From a psychological perspective, many people actually do spend a lot of time utilizing retail therapy as a means to justify the time they are not happy at work. Many persons stay in jobs they don't like because they feel comforted that when they get paid, they can then have fun in the form of more luxuries. Knowing the psychological tie, and that things won't necessarily make you happier, you can look at what you own in a totally different light. Always think about, what value will I get from this item? It's okay to treat yourself every now and then, but for the majority of the time, ensure that you are being mindful. A New Year's party is definitely worth a new dress, shoes, and good food. The rest of the year, however, you'll actually be quite fine with your own home-cooked meals. You'll soon discover that mindless shopping is something that you'll do less of, especially when you're aware of how much effort it took for you to attain that which you are about to spend your money on. Life is to be enjoyed in moderation. Number 9. Cost benefits. Decluttering enables you to see how much space you have around you. With time and with a lifestyle change, you may actually realize that your home is too big for you, or the car that you are utilizing is no longer fit for your lifestyle. Decluttering is one of the best ways to remove the old and make space for a cleaner life. Many persons who have decluttered have found lots of excess space in their homes and realize that a smaller space may be suitable for them. For instance, if you live in a home that is a couple of thousand square feet, you may move to a home with similar amenities that is smaller and easier to maintain. Large properties do require maintenance, and with time, the costs will accumulate. by moving to a smaller space such as a 2-bedroom home, provided the timing is right and you don't have to worry about things like children anymore, or even an apartment complex. With these transitions, your living expenses will actually be reduced significantly. If you don't want to downsize the house, simply find something else that you can minimize, such as your food and clothing costs. Eat out less and cook more, or switch to more affordable substitutes. Number 8. You make better decisions. One of the mistakes that people make when they are either too busy or too tired is to spend too much money on things they don't need, or make investment decisions that they've placed in the hands of someone who they feel is an expert in the area. When it comes to convenience purchases, some families often purchase takeout on days like Friday and Sunday because one of the parents is usually too tired to cook on those days. Additionally, because you're probably rushing home from a busy day and realize that you need cereal, you'll stop at the local gas station's convenience store in order to just top up. The more frequent occurrence of overspending on items is the morning coffee at places like Starbucks. With careful planning, you could have identified how many boxes of cereal you need and purchase them in bulk, and also make your own coffee before you leave for work. Fatigue can affect cognition, and it's important to ensure that you are doing things to generate more energy in your life. Look at your schedule and identify how you'll be able to generate your energy. Can you find 20 minutes a day to do yoga at home, or can you work out at a company gym? With minimalism, you'll be able to find more time to take care of yourself, and with more energy, you'll make better decisions. Number 7. A more focused approach to life. As you become more mindful, you'll realize that you're much more focused in life. Everything that you do will start to have a purpose, and you'll become a creator and not a consumer. The world has taught us to earn to consume, instead of realizing that we are here to generate and preserve our own energy. Money is a form of energy, and with the mastery of money, all your dreams can come true. With a minimalist approach to life, you'll feel richer from the inside out. There'll be a peace that is self-generated. You are living in balance and not in excess, so you won't feel overwhelmed or feel the need to compare yourself to anyone. You'll align your spending with your vision and values. With intentional choice, you can create wealth. This can include more time with family, a versatile career, not being office-bound so that you can travel to exotic places, and simply being able to give your children a life that you never had. Number 6. You will become a better investor. One of the best ways to invest is to understand what items you hold that are either assets or liabilities. Assets are any items that add financial value to your life. Liabilities are items that take financial value from your life. As a minimalist, you'll draw wealth to yourself because you're living below your means and only incorporating things into your life that will bring you joy. The rest will be a financial overflow. Once you've identified that you're living in excess, to reduce your footprint, you can actually take the time to sell the items that you no longer need. You can do something fun like have a garage sale. Furniture, appliances, and any items that you may no longer need will find a suitable home elsewhere and bring the purchaser joy. That joy will actually be radiated back to you via the gratitude of the persons that you released them to. Donate the items. Not everything that you do has to be for profit. Many charities would welcome all the dresses, coats, and shoes that you no longer wear, and many college students would appreciate additional furniture to place in their apartments or dorms. Number 5. You purchase fewer things automatically. Once you go minimalist and maintain your lifestyle, your being actually becomes sensitive to clutter. They say that an organized mind is represented by an organized home. A place for everything and everything in its place is a great mantra to live by. Knowing that you'll have to find somewhere in your home to place these items, you're actually going to be less inclined to purchase excess items because you'll understand how it will affect your mind if you won't be able to place them somewhere in your home where it will bring you joy. Number 4. You reduce downstream costs. Items such as houses, cars, appliances, and battery-operated toys often have more cost than their initial sticker price. When you purchase a home, the house has associated utility costs, maintenance costs such as the cost of changing the filters, the cost of painting the house, and the cost of maintaining the garden. When you purchase a car, you actually have to buy gas every week. You have to service it per unit time, and you have to change the tires. These costs, accumulated over the cost of the life of the item, can be significant. With a minimal life, you can utilize the savings from such activities for purposes such as investments. Instead of 3 cars, 2 can suffice. Number 3. You will have fewer storage costs. Many people don't realize that having excess items does carry an inventory cost. These costs can include the cost of the solution to housing these excess items. You may need to do things like build extra shelving in your home or convert a room into a storage room for these items. Studies have shown that up to 1/3 of Americans can't park in their garages because of the excess items they have in that space. Off-site storage for items like seasonal decor can actually induce additional costs. By reducing your possessions, you won't have to worry about the extra storage costs. You'll have a cleaner, well-organized home. Number 2. You can receive incentives for being generous. Humans actually thrive on incentives as a means for achievement. As people are incentivized for owning fewer items, or at least the habit of purging what they own as they acquire new things, they will either maintain a balance in their home or ultimately have a clutter-free home. The IRS actually does provide a financial gain for taxpayers who are able to quantify their donated items. Many modern businesses, such as YouTube channels that center on product reviews, often lead to the individual accumulating a lot of products. From a business perspective, by donating these items, the individual can actually receive a tax incentive for their generosity. Number 1. Emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is one of the things that many minimalists have experienced. They are very mentally stable, with less of a pull to hoard items. The activity of release is one of the most liberating things that you can experience. The current generation is stressed by the fact that achievement is at the top of the list. Achievement is often physically exhibited by outward possessions, and the drive to accumulate the most money, the biggest houses, and a large number of cars often is embedded in our Western society. Those who are able to escape the clutches of having to keep up with the Joneses will be ones who are content in their own livelihood and be at peace with the world, no matter what. Live intentionally. Live minimalistically. You can do everything you want, in moderation. Subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss more videos of saving money tips and much more. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of money saving tips, and I'll see you in the next video.